everyone, and welcome to Tech Z. My name is William Masdon, and I'm going to be your host for today's episode. So a little bit about me before we begin. I graduated in 2020 from the University of Southern California, and now work for Oracle as a product manager. Some of my hobbies include piano, fitness, and of course, anything nerdy. When I say anything, I'm talking about D&D, video games, Marvel movies, you name it. But that's enough about me for now. Let's get into today's episode. So today we're going to be talking about how to survive in the workplace. Now that means what to do once you've gotten the job and how to make the best out of your new position and workplace. And let me tell you, when I first joined Oracle, I was clueless. I had absolutely no idea what to do. So here are some tips from me to you on how to survive in the workplace. Tip number 1 is build relationships with your team. You're going to be working with your team every day, so might as well get along, right? Don't be afraid to set aside some time, make a happy hour with your team, make a get to know you sessions individually or as a group, or whatever you need to build relationships with your teammates. I promise once you do, it's going to make working a lot easier and a lot more fun. Tip number 2 is ask for help. So listen, when I first started at Oracle, I was terrified of asking for help. I was convinced that if I asked a question, all of my peers would be like, yo, how'd that dude get a job? But the good news is that absolutely no one thinks that. Absolutely no one. In fact, you're not expected to know how everything works at your brand new job. So don't do what I did. Reach out and ask for help. There are 100 people that would be more than happy to show you around the company, show you its products, its procedures, their protocols, whatever you need to get you up and running. Tip number 3 is find a mentor. Having someone to talk to about your future is super important, you guys. Okay? It can give you insights into your role, insight into his, insight into how the company works and how you can climb the corporate ladder. There's lots of benefits. And you definitely should be talking about all of those things with your manager, but getting an outside perspective can be hugely beneficial. So try to aim for someone outside your role, maybe someone that has a role that you want to grow into one day. I promise you getting that mentor is going to help you a lot down the road. Tip number 4 is set a goal. Talk to your managers, talk to your bosses and your mentors, and figure out a goal that works for both you and for the company. Make it challenging, but of course not impossible. And also make sure that it either develops your skills as an employee or differentiates yourself from your peers. Both is of course always better. Make sure though that this goal is SMART. And SMART's this acronym that my manager taught me. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And finally, tip number 5, start learning. So I know most of us are either in or just left a 4-year learning institution, but it's still important to continue learning as an employee. It's not only going to help you out in your current position, but also future ones that you might have. So try making a learning plan. In your first 6 months or a year, plan out all that you want to learn in your new position. To sum up all these points into a single tip, it's be tenacious. Okay, do what you can to reach out to others and make yourself better. But that's it. Congrats, you made it to the end of the episode. If in the future you guys want to hear about maybe a different technology or a different topic at work, or maybe you just want to hear me rant about D&D and video games, let us know in the comments. But until then, thanks for joining. Catch us next time for our video on how to thrive in the workplace. This has been William Masdon with Tech Z.